Welcome back to Crypto Meets AI. Jerry here with an update for you. Do me a favor, friends. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. It really does help me with the algorithm. Now let's get into this. We're sitting at $2.99. We're trading within a range of 291 to 305. Pretty much trading flat. We did dip down to about 291 though, and bounced back up pretty quickly. 289 to 291 range is our support line now, and it's looking pretty good. It's called corruption, and they don't even hide it anymore. Nancy Pelosi makes $174,000 a year, yet has a net worth of $413 million. The portfolio did 78% return in 2024, and this should be outlawed and completely illegal. They should not be able to profit from insider trading like they do. They may not have no laws on the books to prevent this now, but something needs to be done.
Have you talked with the president at his position on the stock trading ban bill before Congress? He obviously had pretty loaded comments about Senator Hawley. There's some reporting that they've since spoken. What is his position on the current status of that bill?
The president has spoken to Senator Hawley, who called him, and the president took that call. As the president said in the Roosevelt Room yesterday, conceptually, he of course supports the idea of ensuring that members of Congress and United States senators who are here for public service cannot enrich themselves. And the reason that this idea to put a ban on stock trading for members of Congress is even a thing is because of Nancy Pelosi. I mean, she is rightfully criticized because she makes, I think, $174,000 a year, yet she has a net worth of approximately $413 million. In 2024, Nancy Pelosi's stock portfolio, this was a fascinating statistic to me, grew 70% in 1 year in 2024, and her portfolio outperformed every single large hedge fund in that same year, and even more than doubled the returns of Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. So I think the president stands with the American people on this. He doesn't want to see people like Nancy Pelosi enriching themselves off of public service and ripping off their constituents in the process. As for the mechanics of the legislation and how it will move forward, the White House continues to be in discussions with our friends on Capitol Hill.
Don't you think it's pretty damn crazy to see that Nancy Pelosi's portfolio beat Warren Buffett? And I'm sure it didn't just beat it, it probably smashed it by like double. And I need to correct my statement. It's not more than double, it's almost more than 3 times that. Her portfolio had a return of 78% in 2024. Warren Buffett only got a 25.49% return in 2024. How in the hell is she beating out one of the best traders in modern U.S. history? Another comprehensive illustration of the tokenization opportunity. Real estate is worth $337 trillion. Digital bonds, $314 trillion. Investment funds, $155 trillion. Public equity, $123 trillion. The total, a staggering $929 trillion in value. Just think about that. If only say 5%, hell, if only 1% goes to these ledgers in the next year or two, that is trillions of dollars. That's enormous. And that leads into this next post. XRP, XLM, and XDC, ISO 222 compliant platforms are driving precious metal tokenization on gold and silver. Like I said, and what's even more crazy, we didn't even talk about the value of gold or silver. That's in the trillions of dollars too. XRPL offers a decentralized exchange and auto-bridging of liquidity, which can enable gold tokens to be traded against XRP or other tokens natively. Notably, the Kinesis platform uses technology derived from Stellar for its gold and silver tokens. In the UAE, the Dubai Multi-Commodity Center partnered with Comtech Gold to issue gold-backed tokens on the XDC network. The possibilities and the value that can come to these ISO 220 compliant platforms is enormous. That's why people don't understand that market cap really don't apply to these tokens because of the utility. And when you tokenize such things on that blockchain or that platform, the value of that moves on to that platform. And don't forget, Europe is launching its CBDC this October. There will be 2 types, retail and wholesale. The reset won't begin with the public, it'll start within. The wholesale CBDC is the trigger. It unlocks the first phase of the utility market, and that's where XRP comes in. The U.S. has entered the golden age of crypto. Under POTUS, we are exploring new possibilities in decentralized computing and digital payments to unlock the potential of blockchain technology. So start your crypto companies here and launch your protocols here and hire workers here. We need to be leading this industry in crypto and blockchain technology.
I'm grateful to be with you all here today. America is a frontier nation. Our people have always pushed boundaries in exploration, politics, science, and technology. To be American is to be constantly moving.
I tell you, folks, I am so excited for what's to come next. Bitcoin Maxi said XRP has no real use. Meanwhile, Rackbank is moving money across borders in seconds using Ripple solutions. This isn't future potential, it's live infrastructure. Corridors are forming, volume is growing, liquidity is real. It's already live and working. HBAR may be made in the USA, but they proved their presence spans globally. It's especially visible in financial innovation on Hedera. The UK, Lloyds and Aberdeen FX Trade. The EU, SIX Invest in OpenBrick. Australia, RBA's Project Acacia. Africa, Nairobi Security Exchange. The UAE, DIFC Courts Te Jauri. Asian Monetary Authority Singapore trials. The focus around enterprise DLT adoption in the world of finance these days is undeniable. And as we can see, Hedera is sitting as close to the top of the adoption list as any other DLT on the market. And I'll definitely agree with that 100%. And breaking, this could be huge for HBAR. Cointelegraph reports, Hedera-powered self-sovereign digital identity platform launched by Hashgraph Group. Here's why it's a big deal. IDTrust leverages Hedera consensus services with a stateless proof mechanism for efficiency and scalability. AI-enabled SSI-based combines agentic AI with self-sovereign identity, removing reliance on central authorities. No HBAR needed. Users don't have to hold or use Hedera's HBAR token to access or manage identities. Competes with WorldCoin, Polygon ID, and Microsoft Entra. Offers full authentication and authorization and stronger data control. Swiss National EID ready. IDTrust is compatible with Switzerland's upcoming EID framework and EU and UK digital identity standards. Although users don't need HBAR to use this service, IDTrust drives adoption of Hedera infrastructure, enhancing demands for its consensus and networking services. Potential real-world use by governments and enterprises boosts long-term relevance of HBAR as Hedera scales globally. Hedera is making some major moves in the United States and globally across the whole world. And today, SEC Chair Paul Atkins announced Project Crypto in a landmark speech, a bold initiative to modernize U.S. securities regulations for the blockchain era. His vision charts a clear path forward, one that embraces tokenized securities, stablecoins, and crypto-native infrastructure as a core components of American capital markets. Chairman Atkins acknowledges what many in the industry have long experienced. U.S. regulatory ambiguity pushed innovation offshore, leaving both entrepreneurs and investors behind. But the momentum behind tokenization is undeniable. Firms from household names like Wall Street to unicorn tech companies in Silicon Valley are lined up at our doors with requests to tokenize. Today's message is unambiguous. The U.S. must lead in tokenized finance, not follow. At Ondo, we long believed that real-world assets on-chain are not a niche innovation. They're the future operating systems of global markets. Project Crypto proposes laying a framework for modernizing markets. Regulatory clarity around tokenized stocks, bonds, and other securities. Support for compliant crypto asset distributions, including ICOs and airdrops. Modernized custody rules, reaffirming the right to self-custody. A vision for super apps that unify crypto services under one regulatory umbrella. Innovation exemptions to bring breakthrough technologies to the market faster. Legacy frameworks have excluded U.S. investors from innovation, and Project Crypto promises the opposite, a future where American capital formation happens on-chain and the U.S. market leads. We are encouraged by Chairman Atkins' vision and committed to building the infrastructure that will power America's tokenized economy.
The president said last week that he wants, quote, the entire world running on the backbone of American technology. So I stand ready to help get. That's why I'm launching Project Crypto and directing the SEC's policy divisions to work with a crypto task force led by Commissioner Peirce to swiftly develop proposals to implement the PWG's recommendation. Project Crypto will help ensure that the United States remains the best place in the world to start a business, develop cutting-edge technology, and participate in capital markets. We will reshore the crypto businesses that fled our country, particularly those that were crippled by the previous administration's regulation by enforcement crusade and Operation Checkpoint 2.0. Whether an incumbent or a new entrant, the SEC welcomes all market participants who are hungry to innovate. So in accord with PWG report's recommendations, I've directed the Commission staff to draft clear and simple rules of the road for crypto asset distributions, custody, and trading for public notice and comment. While the Commission staff works to finalize these regulations, the Commission and its staff will, in the coming months, consider using interpretative, exemptive, and other authorities to make sure that archaic rules and regulations do not smother innovation and entrepreneurship in America. Many of the Commission's legacy rules and regulations do not make sense in the 21st century, let alone for on-chain.
One of the main reasons I started this channel was to get people to realize the opportunity of a lifetime that we have right now. I honestly believe we'll never see an opportunity like this again. If we don't take the chances and invest and jump on board with this new technology, just like back in the dot-com bubble days and the first days of the internet, you're going to miss out big time. So please, just do your own research. This is not financial advice, but look into everything. Look into utility coins. Look what they do. Look how they serve a purpose. Look how much they can change and modernize finances. That's what I have for you folks. Until next time, stay savvy, stay stacking, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. And if you want more crypto deep dives, check out our videos right here on Crypto Made TI. Thank you for watching. Remember to always do your own research. This is not financial advice.